Hi, good day. Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe my TikTok PH. Thank you so much.
Hello students, happy learning. So with that, our objectives of the lesson, convert metric unit to English system unit and vice versa. We have the length and mass. Ito po yung kailangan natin matutunan or ma-master this week. So with that, let's have conversion of measurement from one unit to another. So let's define the term. We have the word metric system. Okay, pag sinabi natin metric system, it is a universal system of measurement which based on a decimal system. Remember that our discussion last meeting, we talk about the metric units. Okay? So ito yung kung saan nag-move lang tayo either going to left or right, or that is the power of 10. Okay? And we also have the word English system. Ito naman, pag sinabing English system, it is based on a non-universal way of measuring by means of human body parts or another instrument. Naalala natin, di ba? Last week, we talked about the body parts to measure the object during the primitive times. Okay? So, and then, what is conversion of units? Okay? Kaya mag-define natin is the conversion between different units of measurement for the same quantity. Typically, through multiplicative conversion factor. Ibig sabihin niya, gagamitin natin ang conversion of units to change the unit of measurement. Okay, meron tayong tinatawag na conversion factors. So ano naman yung conversion factors? So that is a number used to change one set of units to another, either by multiplying or dividing. Okay, so with that, let's have conversion units of length. Okay, but before that, what is length? When we say length is the term used for identifying the size or yung sukat of an object by the distance from end to end, or commonly referred to as the longest dimension of an object. Okay, so we have these body parts to measure the length of an object. So meron tayong hand span, cubit, foot span, pace, pound, digit, yard, and arm span. Yan yung ginagamit nila during the primitive times or ancient time. Kung hindi pa po natin napapanood yung discussion dyan, you can free to watch the discussion of the history of measurement. So, based on the body parts or during the primitive times, nag-evolve siya. Kaya meron na po tayong mga instrument or tools to measure the length of an object. Like for example, the measuring tape, meter ruler or ruler, we have the meter rod, meter scale, and many more. Okay, these are some of the examples. So with that, let's have the measures of the length, metric, and its equivalent. So ito yung kailangan natin mai-apply para makapag-convert tayo from one unit to another. Let's have this unit of length in English system. We also have the units of length in metric system and system to system conversion of length. Ibig sabihin yan, from English, i-convert natin ng metric. Or from metric, i-convert natin sa English. Yan po yung ibig sabihin ng system to system conversion of length. Okay, so ito lang yung titignan natin para makapag-convert tayo. Okay, so first, let's convert 108 inches is equal to how many feet? The first thing that we are going to do is set up, meaning to say, i-multiply natin yung 108 inches doon sa conversion factor or that is the unit fraction. So saan kaya dyan sa table ang ating gagamitin? Conversion factor. Doon po sa units of length in English system. Ibig sabihin, in 1 foot, there are 12 inches. But make sure kapag sinulat po natin itong conversion factor na to, yung unit sa denominator ay kapares dapat sa given na inches para makancel natin yung inches that have the same unit. Okay, and therefore, you can now multiply. What is 1 times 108? Diba 108 yon? I-divide natin by 12, that is equal to 9 feet. Ibig sabihin yan, sa 108 inches, ang equivalent niya sa feet ay 9 or that is 9 feet. Okay? Let's have number 2. 39 decimeter or dm is equal to how many millimeter or mm? So the first thing that you're going to do is set up into dimensional analysis. Meaning to say, i-multiply natin siya doon sa unit fraction, or we call that the conversion factor. From dm going to millimeter. Ibig sabihin, kung titignan natin dito sa metric system, di ba, wala siyang directly. Kaya ang gagamitin natin dyan, dalawa, para makuha natin yung millimeter. So first, ay kailangan nating hanapin yung kanyang unit fraction or conversion factor kung saan merong decimeter. Titingin lang po tayo, saan yung may decimeter dyan? That is 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. Okay, from that kasi, makakancel si dm. And you come up with the 1 meter or meter. From meter, you can now come up with millimeter. Kaya ang isa pang gagamitin natin dyan is 1,000 millimeter or mm is equal to 1 meter para makuha natin yung unit na millimeter. Then you can now multiply by 1 meter over 10 decimeter or dm times 1,000 millimeter over 1 meter. But take note, no, pag sinet up natin yan, kailangan makakancel natin yung unit. Okay, be careful, no, pag sinet up natin. Kasi pag nagkabaliktad dyan, you cannot cancel. And therefore, mag-iiba yung value natin. Okay, so you can now cancel the same unit decimeter, also yung meter natin. And therefore, you can now multiply. What is 39 times 1? 39 yon, times 1,000. That is equal to 39,000. Copy the unit mm or millimeter. Also, 10 times 1, 10. Kaya over 10 po siya. Then you can now divide. What is 39,000 millimeter over 10? That is equal to 3,900 millimeter. Yan ngayon yung equivalent ni 39 decimeter is equal to 3,900 millimeter. Okay, let's have number 3. I have here 18.9 miles or mi is equal to how many meters? Okay, so the first thing that you are going to do is take a look at the table, and then you are going to write into dimensional analysis. You are going to multiply this to the unit fraction. Okay, but take note, no, from miles kasi going to meter. So, ibig sabihin yan, gagamit tayo ng dalawang conversion factor to come up with meter. So, the first thing you are going to think is, kailangan yung ating gagamitin conversion factor na una ay kailangan may miles. Kasi from miles kasi, hindi siya pwedeng i-direct from miles to meter. Kaya ang gagamitin natin dyan, yung 1 kilometer is equal to 0.62 miles. And then from miles, makakancel na siya, di ba? Matitira yung kilometer. From kilometer, you can come up with the meter. So ano pa yung isang gagamitin natin? That is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters para makuha natin yung meters kasi makakancel na yung kilometer. Then you can now multiply. But take note, yung unit sa denominator, yung miles, parehas dito sa given para makancel. And also yung kilometer, kailangan same dun sa numerator para makancel siya. So, and then you can now cancel the same unit miles or mi, also yung kilometer that is cancelled. And then you can now multiply 18.9 times 1, 18.9 pa rin yan, times 1,000, that is equal to 18,900. And also multiply mo yung denominators mo, 1 times 0.62, 0.62. Then you can now divide. What is the quotient of 18,900 meters is over 0.62? That is equal to 30,483.87 meters. Yan ngayon yung katumbas ni 18.9 miles or yan yung milya, di ba? Ang lawak niyan. Okay, so let's have number 4. I have here 140 centimeter is equal to how many feet? Okay, so kung titignan natin dyan, di ba, ano kaya yung aking gagamitin na conversion factor? So from centimeter kasi, remember this is metric going to English, no? So we are going to use 2 conversion factor kasi hindi siya pwede i-diretso. But take note, yung unang gagamitin mo, kailangan yung may unit niya ay centimeter. Going to feet kasi tayo. Kaya ang gagamitin natin dyan ay 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Kasi from centimeter, di ba makakancel na natin, matitira si inches or inch. From inch, ano pa yung kailangan natin conversion factor para makuha natin yung feet? Yun yung pangalawa ay 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Para makancel yung inches, matitira si feet. Yan yung unit na magiging sagot natin. And then, you can now multiply. But take note, yung unit sa denominator, yung cm, kailangan pares sa given para makancel. And yung ating pangalawang conversion factor, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Kailangan yung unit, yung inches, nasa numerator at parehas sa denominator para ma-cancel natin. Then you can now cancel the same unit cm or centimeter, also the inches or inch. And then, from that, multiply mo lang siya. 140 times 1 times 1, 140 pa rin yun. And yung denominator naman, 2.54 times 12, that is 30.48. Tsaka mo ngayon i-divide. Okay, copy mo lang yung pip, no? Kasi yun yung unit na natira. Kaya that is equal to 4.59 feet. Yan ngayon, yung katumbas ni 140 centimeter is equal to 4.59 feet. Okay, yan yung tangkad ng isang tao, no? Okay, depende sa centimeter. Okay, let's have conversion units of mass. So, but before that, let's define what is mass. Minsan, akala natin same yung definition nila, no? Okay, but okay, magkaiba po. When we say mass, is a measure of the amount of matter in an object. Okay? Remember, that is the amount of matter. Okay, dito naman sa weight, this is the amount of force that gravity has an object. So remember, that is force. Meron tayong tinatawag na unit of the force, no, yung Newton, pagdating natin sa physics. Okay, so with that, we have different instruments to measure mass, or yan yung kilograms, no? Like for example, the beam balance, electronic balance, and many more. Okay? We also have the instrument for measuring weight, yan yung Newton, no? Yung unit niya. Okay? So we have the extension spring balance, comprehension spring balance, and weighing scale. Yan yung timbangan natin. Okay? So with that, we have the measure of the English metric and its equivalent. So, ito yung units of mass in English system. Meron tayong ons, pounds, ton. Okay, meron tayo dito tinatawag na units of mass in metric system. Okay, be familiar with this, di ba? So, 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligram. 1 gram is equal to 100 centigram. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. 1 metric ton is equal to 1,000 kilograms. We also have the system-to-system conversion of mass. So ito naman, from metric going to English or vice versa. We have the 1 ounce is equal to 20.3 grams. 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kilograms. And 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. Yan ngayon ang kailangan natin para makapag-convert tayo ng unit of mass, or that's a weight. Okay, let's have number 1. Let's convert 76.5 kilogram is equal to how many pounds? Okay, so first you're going to set up into dimensional analysis, then you can now multiply. Ano nga yung multiply natin na kung saan yung denominator ay kaparehas dun sa unit sa given? Okay, kasi kailangan makuha natin yung pounds. You are going to use the conversion factor. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. Then you can now set up, okay, unit fraction para ma-cancel natin yung kilograms dyan as unit, that is, okay, cancel. And therefore, you can now multiply. So what is 76.5 times 2.2? That is equal to 168.3 pounds. Yan ngayon yung timbang or yung katumbas ng 76.5 kilograms. Okay? Let's have number 2. I have your 7.2 pounds is equal to how many ounce or ounces, no? Okay. So, meaning to say, is i-rewrite muna natin siya, but take note, no, ano yung kailangan natin gamitin conversion factor. From pounds kasi going to ounce, that is directly. Ibig sabihin, isang conversion factor lang siya. Yun yung 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And then, but take note, pag sinet up natin sa unit fraction para ma-multiply, same yung unit sa denominator para ma-cancel natin yung pounds. Okay, therefore, natira na lang sa 16, multiply mo doon sa 7.2. And what is the product of this? That is equal to 115.2 ounces. Yan ngayon yung value or equivalent ni 7.2 pounds. Okay, let's have number 3. What is 4.5 kilogram to grams? Ibig sabihin yan, ano yung ating gagamitin conversion factor? But first, i-set up muna natin sa dimensional analysis. Meaning to say, what unit fraction are we going to multiply to get the unit of the grams? So, titingin lang tayo sa table. Yun yung 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Ibig sabihin yan, isusulat ko siya sa fraction, but take note, same yung unit sa denominator, which is the kilogram, to cancel the unit. And then, you can now multiply. What is 4.5 times 1,000? And that is equal to 4,500 grams. Okay, don't forget to copy the unit, no, yung grams na yan. Okay, yan ngayon, yung katumbas ni 4.5 kilograms, that is 4,500 grams. Okay, we have number 4. Let 11.3 grams is equal to how many pounds? Ibig sabihin yan, ano yung ating gagamitin conversion factor? Okay, kung titignan natin dyan, grams to pounds, hindi siya pwede i-directly. Kaya dalawa ang gagamitin natin. At ano yung dalawang yon? Okay, unahin natin yung una. Yung una, kailangan meron siyang grams na unit. Kasi from grams kasi, going to pounds tayo. Okay, ang una dyan, yung 1 ounce is equal to 28.3 grams. Okay, para ma-cancel natin yung grams, di ba matitira na lang si ounces. From ounces, kailangan makapunta tayo sa pounds. At yun yung pangalawa ay 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces para makuha natin yung pounds na symbol or that is the unit. So meaning to say, you can now set up the unit fraction wherein the denominator unit is the same to the given which is gram. And also, yung pangalawa ay yung same yung unit natin sa denominator, yung ounces, same doon sa numerator para ma-cancel natin. Okay? And then you can now cancel the same unit, yung gram, tsaka yung ounces. And then you can now multiply. What is 11.3 times 1 times 1? 11.3 pa rin yun. Okay, then you can now also multiply the denominators. What is 16 times 28.3? That is equal to, yan, 11.3 pounds over 452.8. Tsaka mo nga i-divide. Pag dinivide ko yan, that is equal to approximate or ni-round up na natin, no? 0.025 pounds. Okay, yan ngayon yung katumbas ni 11.3 grams. Okay, let's have number 5. I have here 4.75 grams. I-convert natin to milligrams. Okay, but take note, no? Ano yung ating gagamitin conversion factor to get the milligrams? Okay, so meaning to say, we are going to use the conversion factor 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Okay, and take note, if you are going to multiply this or the unit fraction should be the same, yung kanyang denominator unit, which is gram, para ma-cancel natin siya. And therefore, you can now multiply. What is 4.75 times 1,000? That is equal to 4,750 milligrams. Always remember, kinakopy natin yung natirang unit dyan kasi yun po ang magiging unit nung sagot natin. Meaning to say, in 4.75 grams, ang equivalent niya sa milligrams ay 4,750. Okay, let's have number 6. I have here 3.5 pounds is equal to how many grains? Okay? Ibig sabihin yan, pag sinet up natin yan sa ating dimensional analysis, hindi siya pwede idiretso, no? From pounds to grains. Kaya dalawang una ang gagamitin natin conversion factor. But take note, yung una kailangan nyo may pounds. Kasi from pounds kasi, maka-cancel natin. Okay? At yun yung gagamitin natin ay 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And then from ounces kasi, di ba na-cancel na yung pound dyan? Going to grains tayo. At yun yung pangalawa ay 1 ounce is equal to 437.5 grains para makuha natin yung unit na grains. And you can now set up the unit fraction. But take note, same yung unit sa denominator para makancel yung pounds yan. And also yung ating ounces. Same unit sa denominator mo yung given to sa numerator. Okay? Then you can cancel the pound unit, also the ounces. Okay. And therefore, you can now multiply. 3.5 times 16 times 437.5. Okay, that is equal to 24,500. Okay, yan ngayon yung katumbas ni 3.5 pounds. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something. No? But before that, okay, let's convert. 25 kilogram is how many pounds? Okay, timer starts. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, 55 pounds. Okay, times lang siya by 2.2. Okay, let's have number 2. Convert 1.05 pounds to grams. Okay, timer starts. Okay, the correct answer is letter D, 476.27 grams. Okay, let's have number 3. Convert 150 centimeter to feet. Let's start. Timers. Okay, that is letter A, 4.92 feet. Okay, let's have number 4. Convert 2.5 miles to meters. Timer starts. Okay, that is letter D. 4,032.26 meters. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something about conversion unit of length and mass. Okay, so we'll see you next meeting. Goodbye.